Hi everyone, I hope you are all doing well. Let's get into this week's lesson. This week we're going to continue with our typing and we're on to number 5 today, W and O. So let's take a look at the W and the O. So the W and the O are in the top row. And just to review, we put our pointy fingers on the F and the J, left pointy finger on the F, right pointy finger on the J, left pinky on the A, right pinky on the semicolon, and notice the colors match up. The thumbs go on the space bar. And now we have been working on the top row. So we did the E and the I, and the E and the I are done with the middle fingers. It goes from the D to the E, and it goes from the K to the I. And then we did the T and the Y last week. So you go up with the pointy finger to the T and the Y. Okay, right pointy finger goes over from the J to the Y. Left pointy finger goes from the F to the T. And now this week we're working on the W and the O. Okay, so you're going to have your ring finger go from the S to the W, and your ring finger on this side go from the L to the O. So we're going to work on the W and the O this week. And please just remember to start typing with your pointy fingers on the F and the J, the pinkies on the A and the semicolon, and then you just roll the other fingers onto the home row. And then we'll work on the top row today, and you just follow the color to make sure you're typing the correct key. Okay, so this week, stage 5, W and O, and you click play level 2. And then over here, you're going to go to the W and the O with the top row and use your ring fingers to type the W and the O. We're also going to work with code.org this week. And this week, we're on to lesson number 7. And lesson number 7 is creating art with code. And we're continuing to work with sequence. Now, sequence means following a specific order. It's the algorithms. We're creating the algorithms, the list of steps. So let's take a look at creating art with code here. So I'll do a few of them with the students so you could see. Now here we have an artist, and you're going to just do anything that you like. So you're going to say, I want to set a color. And you pick whatever color you want it to look like. Maybe you like green. And then you're going to tell the little boy with the pencil here, you're going to give him a sequence. You're going to give him an algorithm, a list of steps in order to create a drawing. Like I said, I want him to move forward by 100, and then I want him to turn right, and then I want him to move forward. And then let's see how that looks. Then I could say if I want him to turn right, and I want him to jump forward, and I want him to set his color to red, and then I want him to move forward. Okay, so let's just take a look how that goes. We run our program. Okay, so you create what you would like, and then you click finish. Okay, so I'll go over a few of them with the students so they could see. Now this one here, we have to fill in where the gray is. So we're going to move forward, and we read the instructions. They tell us each line is 100 pixels long, so we go forward. And then what do we do next? We turn right. Then what do we have to do? We have to go forward because we're drawing over with our pencil. Okay, so we move forward by 100 pixels, we turn right, and then forward by 100. Okay, I'll skip over to a harder one. Let's take a look at this one here. Okay, so now we have a rectangle. And notice they say the long sides are 200 and the short sides are 100. Okay, so we move forward by, now this is the long side. How much is the long side? The long side is 200 pixels. And then we want to turn right. So let's take a look at that. We run our program. Okay, now what do we need to do next? We need to move forward. And how much is the short side? 100. Okay, what do we do next? He's going to turn to the right. And he's going to move forward. And how much is the long side again? 200. What's he do next? He's going to turn right. And again, he's going to move forward. And the short side is by 100. Okay, I'm going to try number 8. Okay, we'll try this one, a challenge puzzle. Okay, so I want to do number 8 because this one's a challenge puzzle. Notice what they tell us here. The long side is 150 pixels and the short side is 75 pixels. So let's take a look at this. This is the long side, right? So how much should the long side be? They tell us it's 150. So that's 150. Now we got here. Now we have to do a turn. Now we may have to experiment. We can try different options here, okay? We could try 45, 90, or 120. So sometimes what you have to do is you have to try different ones to see if it works. Okay, now let's try move forward. And the short side is how much? It's 75. Okay, so that works. So we got that. Now we'll turn right again. And we'll do our short side. Now we may have to change our degrees, right? We may have to do 45 or 120 or 90. So we'll start with 90 and we'll see if it works. And then we're going to move forward. And how much is the short side? Short side is 75. Okay, so that worked out well. And now we have to turn right. And again, we may have to try a different angle. We may have to try different degrees. And we're going to move forward by how much is the long side? It's 150. Okay, so sometimes with these, what you have to do is you have to do trial and error with the angles. Okay, so let's see how that looks. So I'm going to say, okay, that was too much. Let me try 45. Okay, we're looking good now. Now we have a short side. Turn right by. Let's try 45. And then let's go forward. And it's a short side. How much is the short side? Short side, 75 pixels. Okay, good. And if you ever get stuck, you could click on the light bulb here. We're going to turn right. And then we have a short side, move forward. Move forward by how much is the short side? 75. Let's take a look. There we got it. Now we have a triangle, okay? And we're going to move forward. And we have to do a sharp turn here. So a 90-degree turn, is like that. We need a sharp turn, okay? So we need a 120-degree turn. And let's take a look. Oh, didn't work. Why didn't it work? 150 pixels, okay? So that's why we always read the instructions first. The next thing we have to do is we have to move forward. How much should we move forward by? Well, each side is 150 because a triangle in this instance has the same sides. Good. And then we do one more. We turn left by 120. We need a sharp turn, right? We got to have a sharp 100-degree turn. A 90-degree turn would be like that. We want a sharp turn, right? He's got to make a sharp turn, and he's got to move forward by how many? By 150. Okay. Let's look at the next one. So let's look at the code below and say what's going to happen when we run. Well, he's going to move forward by 200. Okay, then he's going to turn left, and he's going to go turn left by 90 degrees, forward by 200. Turn left by 90 degrees, forward by 200. Turn left by 90 degrees, forward by 200. Now, I think this is going to make a square. Now, why do I think this is going to make a square? Well, I'm saying forward by 200, another forward by 200, and another forward by 200, and another forward by 200. So each line is going to be the same length because they're all 200 pixels. And I noticed they all have 90-degree turns. So 90-degree turns are in a square. So I'm thinking, okay, I see 90-degree turns. That's usually a square. And I see sides of the same length. So it's probably going to be a square. Let's take a look. Ours will draw a square. Okay, let's click on that one. Okay, so that's our lesson on drawing with code.